Hello and welcome to English. Today we're going to be learning about the apostrophe. The apostrophe is possibly the most misused punctuation mark in the world. So today we're going to learn how to use the apostrophe properly. Our learning objective is to be able to use apostrophes correctly and with confidence. And Apostrophe Cat over here wants to share a very important rule of tail with you. So let's meet Apostrophe Cat. So Apostrophe Cat checks if apostrophes have been used correctly by using his tail. So what he does is he places his tail over the apostrophe and he looks to the left of the apostrophe. And whatever is to the left of the apostrophe is the thing that is doing the owning. He will show you when we get to that slide. So the apostrophe has two main uses. The first use is contraction, concession, or shortening. So this is when we take out letters or a letter and we replace them with an apostrophe. Okay, so Ninja Cat over here is kicking the O out. Okay, so we go from do not to don't. Where we've taken out the O, we replace with an apostrophe. The second usage of the apostrophe is possession. We can use the apostrophe to show plural possession or singular possession. Let's look at the difference, and Apostrophe Cat would like to demonstrate with his tail trick. Okay, so what Apostrophe Cat does is he places his tail on the apostrophe, and whatever is to the left is the thing that should be doing the owning. That's how he checks his apostrophes. You can also check using your thumb. So if you put your thumb over the apostrophe and you look at what is to the left of the apostrophe, that is what you're saying is doing the owning. Okay, so for this first example over here, Apostrophe Cat can see that the tails belong to the cats. We're talking about more than one cat's tail over here. All right, if we look at this second example here, Apostrophe Cat places his tail over that apostrophe. Whatever's to the left is the thing we're saying is doing the owning. So the tail that belongs to the cat. Here we just have one cat that owns the tail. Okay, so do you see that Apostrophe Cat's tail rule is very useful when we are dealing with apostrophes of possession that show ownership, that show that something owns something. Okay, so going back to that apostrophe of contraction, remember the rule. Whatever letters we take out, in this case, we've taken out the W and the I, we are then going to use an apostrophe in the place where those letters were taken out to show they've been left out. Okay, with the apostrophe of possession or ownership, remember that we need to try and work out whether we're dealing with a singular or a plural possession. Okay, so in this case on my screen, I have two sentences and they, at first glance, they kind of look very similar. They both say the cat's eyes blinked in unison. But is there a difference? Can anyone pick something up? Yes, Sandile? Oh, excellent work, Sandile. I can see you have been concentrating this lesson. So Sandile tells us that if Apostrophe Cat puts his tail on this apostrophe and looks to the left, that he will see that the eyes that are blinking are from one cat in this first example here. Sandile says that Apostrophe Cat can see in the second example that we are talking about more than one cat blinking. Okay, excellent. If the word is already plural, use an apostrophe after the plural. Okay, so you know that we get one woman, two women, two or more women. Okay, so we are dealing with plurals here, more than one. So Apostrophe Cat has his tail on the apostrophe, and what's to the left is woman. Okay, so the cat's belonging to the woman. In other words, belonging to more than one woman. In the second example here, we have the toys belonging to the children. Oh, yes, Zach? Very good question, Zach. So Zach wants to know, why do we need to put the apostrophe between the N and the S over there? Why can't we put the apostrophe after the S? Because it still sounds the same. The children's toys. Okay, so the reason is we get one child, two children. If we put the apostrophe after the S, like we just have, and apostrophe cat puts his tail over that apostrophe, we end up with the toys belonging to the children's. Do we get such a thing as children's? No, one child, two children. Okay, so that is definitely incorrect to put the apostrophe after the S because we have no such thing as children's. Let's sum it up. Okay, so we have learned that the apostrophe has two main uses. The first use is to show when letters are missing, the apostrophe of omission. Okay, so for example, let's pick they will. We're going to take out the W and the I, and we're going to put an apostrophe in the place where the letters have been taken out. Okay, a common mistake that people make, let's look at does not. What they'll do is they'll put the apostrophe between the S and the N. Okay, that is incorrect because, as you know, when we are using an apostrophe to show that letters or a letter has been taken out, the apostrophe replaces those letters. It goes in the spot where those letters got taken out. So in this case, we would be taking out the O. Okay, so our apostrophe needs to go between the N and the T over there. The second use of the apostrophe that we've learned about today is showing possession. So over here we have one person, Amy, owning a car, one person, Robert, owning shoes. Yes, Sarah? That's also a very good question, Sarah. I like the way you guys are thinking. All right. So Sarah wants to know, why does the apostrophe go by Roberts, not by shoes? Well, it's actually a very simple answer. So Robert owns the shoes, not the shoes own Robert. Okay, that was a very good question and a common mistake. Work out what is doing the owning. Over here, I've got the cat's whiskers are long. Does anybody know how many cats are we talking about here? Is this one cat or more than one cat? Yes, Josh? Wow. Okay, I am so impressed with this class. Absolutely, Josh. We have more than one cat. If apostrophe cat puts his tail over that apostrophe, to the left, we have cats, more than one cat. That is owning the whiskers. Perfect. And then this last one, of course, we can't fool you with this one, as we've already discussed. The toys belong to the children, not the children's. So we cannot put the apostrophe over there. It has to be between the N and the S because we're talking about the toys that belong to the children. All right, I'm going to take you to your course so you can see the activities that are set up for you. So we're working in your revision drop down. It's the last drop down, apostrophes. Here you'll find some notes on the apostrophe that we've just discussed actually. You'll find some songs. There's a little like a monster video over there. And in this box here, we've got some activities. There is an apostrophe discussion board with answers to check when you're done. And then all the things in this yellow block are extension activities. I really encourage all of you to try them. The more you practice, the easier this will become. Okay, the first one is a Nearpod. It's definitely worth trying the Nearpod because you get to go through the slides I've just used at your own pace. And in between the slides, there are little games and activities to test your knowledge. Okay, Apostrophe Blunders. This is a Padlet. If I just take you there quickly. So now that you know how to use an apostrophe, you will probably find that the apostrophe is used incorrectly all around you. So take a picture and let us know what is wrong with the usage of the apostrophe that you found. So for example, I found this sign. And as you can see, we don't actually need an apostrophe here. We've just got doors, locks, worktops, and kitchen flooring. Okay. There's also a Kahoot as well as a Bamboozle for you to practice your apostrophes. Okay, so we're at the end of our lesson. Remember that our objective for this lesson was to be able to use apostrophes correctly with confidence. And of course, Apostrophe Cat wants you to remember, he told me I must not forget, using the rule of tail. Okay. And remember, if you don't have Apostrophe Cat with you, you can always use your thumb. Put your thumb over the apostrophe. Whatever's to the left is the thing doing the owning. Okay, have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed learning about apostrophes. Bye.